Transfoamers 3. Yes, this is the one where I show the actual Transformers off. Let's start now. Right, the first one, I'm just going to completely grab these at random. Look, this is Tailgate. Like, not Tailgater, Tailgate. From Transformers Prime, if I recall on the packaging and the instructions. Look, he's got fire because he's blue. What you do here is you open his back part, or rather separate then move the back parts out. And you can squish the doors in place. There we are. Then you move this entire partly back thing. Then you open the front. And you move the front parts down to the side here. Then you can move the inside parts out, and they're the hands. And then you can finish moving this back, and the boom, you've got Tailgate. Next one being Ironhide, and this is a special version. He's red, not black. I got really confused all those years ago. I thought I got a defect. Good grief. Look, what you do here, move the legs down, separate these two parts, bring the arms down like this, spin them around if you want so they're correct, and separate legs, but I'm not going to do that. Lift the head up, it's back here, and you've got Ironhide, and I've completely forgotten what this colour version is called. Let's just call him Red Ironhide because Red Sonic. And now for, you know what, I can't remember what this guy's called. I think, if I recall, I looked it up, it turns out he was called Thundercracker, but I think that could be my mind playing tricks on me. What you do is, well, it's pretty simple. Feet down, that's it. He's just got a massive wing thing stuck to his back, and his arms are stuck to it, so that must be pretty painful for him. And next is Skids. What you do here is you open the back, separate these two parts, move them around, press the windscreen, and boom, you've got a buck teeth thing. And yes, this also comes off, and that's thanks to the glue not working correctly. I've had this for a long time, remember. Boom. Now it would be a literal crime not to do Mudflap next, because they're brothers. Like, it's the same transformation, I reckon. Ugh. Except that it's like in doors, it's hinged, and you actually have to pull his arms out like this, and his head's manual like this. He looks like he's drunk slightly. Look, there's Mudflap. And then we've got oh, I think this is Barricade. I'm not sure. I think it is. I'm not sure that you can see his creepy face. What you do here is you pull his arms out at the side. It's not wanting to come. There we are. And then you just pull his legs out, move them down, fold his feet out, separate them, except I'm not going to. Move this back piece down like this, so the doors are separate. You move the arms around because I forgot to do that. His head comes up, and boom. I'm not sure if you're supposed to move this black part down or not. I'm not going to, just to be sure. There we are. There's Barricade. He's got red eyes because, well, he's a Decepticon. And next we've got Ratchet. Yeah, what you do here, hold the legs out, spin this entire front part round, arms out, Ratchet. I also have two! I'm not sure if this is, I'm not sure, I think one of them is a special version. I think it might be the beige one. I'm not sure how, but I have two. One of these is definitely a special version, and they're both from the same range because I looked it up, but I've forgotten which one is the special one. And yes, it'll be on the back spin, vaguely. See? And yeah, you can remove the, probably going to regret doing this, but you can remove the top part. Oh, good grief. Can I get it back on? Answer. Answer's yes. You probably heard that click into place like a good transformer. Now we've got, I believe this is Sideways. Now, when I eventually got this transformer all those years ago, I found this one to be the hardest to transform. Probably because my hand size are like, I don't know, about this smaller. What you do here is you open the arms here, which are actually like really big claws. You can see that, look, massive claws. Blimey. And then you just open his legs like this, and they're pretty long legs as well. And then you just push his head through to the front like this. Very clever. You can't really see his face, no autofocus. You've got like, black goggles and you can probably make that out though if you probably can. It just, on the camera, it just looks like he's just wearing a great big eye mask, which I think is more hilarious. And then next is, oh, I think this is a, oh yes, actually, it's Rotor, if I recall. It's not, I thought this was Blackout, but that was me having such little knowledge of the Transformers series. What you do with this guy is you, oh good grief, there's a knack to doing this, blimey. Oh, there we are. You fold in the rotors, so there's only 3 of them remaining. And that's easiest to actually set. There we are. We know you're not you're more of a helicopter because you fail. This comes up. These are legs, I think. I haven't really looked up instructions. I've lost the instructions all those years ago, so I might be failing at this spectacularly. Then you just separate this front nose cone and their arms, and boom, look. And also, if you want, you can just have this entire back part just come out. If you seriously want to, so just flying in place. Oh wait, hang on. Let's just do that again. It's just seems so satisfying for some reason. Let's just do it again. See? Funny. And now we've got Bulkhead. I know. Spiky front for piercing. Anything that's in his way, although he's an Autobot, so he's an Evilton, I don't know. Oh good grief. What you do here, arms out, and yes, I know there's only one arm here, but shush. Back part, the back windows fold up. The back wheels go down, this separates. Oh, I've completely lost the plot. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, boom. There's some feet. This entire front part comes up as a chest, and oh, we're getting somewhere now. Look, here's these are supposed to be feet. Arms come down. Alright, that's the best we're gonna do. Yeah, I know full well that this is supposed to. There we are. That clipped in place, and yeah, this is basically what it looks like in robot mode. And those wheels are supposed to be there, see? So he can roller skate along the floor on his face. Next! Right, this is Sentinel Prime, and yes, I know there's a top part missing. That's because to clip the weapon on to the top is actually surprisingly difficult, so I'm not going to do it. Ha! Also, the back 2 clips are broken, which means the back clip doesn't work. What you do is you open the front part, top part, not front part, and then you, oh, this is confusing. What you do is you unclip these parts here, and then that's literally what they do. They just go around here and just bend down there, so you've got some shoulders and some arms. Not confusing or frightening at all. Oh good grief, I have to take this off camera. Okay. It was awkward getting into vehicle mode for the video. It's awkward doing it now, blimey. And now these 2 parts go back into position. Legs spin round. You open the back part. There's a head in there. Oh, and the head doesn't want to come out. There we are. You know what his face says to me? If he's got problems, do not contact me or call me in any way. I wanted to use that joke for the past few months now. I've finally achieved life. Hooray! Look, here's, hang on, is this, no, I keep wanting to call this one Megatron, but I think this is actually Jetfire. I'm not sure what you do. Nose cone comes up. These are both his arms. I know. Then you move these parts upwards, like this. And then you, well, I'm not sure. These are his legs, feet. And then the arms move to the front here, like this. And I actually got really confused because I think on the day I think a few days after I achieved the interesting strong arm figure and the 2 other crash combiners, I only figured out that these are supposed to come out as legs. I got so confused. Like, the joints are actually really, really hidden. Like, let's just fold them back in. Fold one back in. Can you see a single joint here, apart from that silver thing, which I assumed was a nut and bolt? No, you can't. Blimey. Thanks for that. Oh, also, I haven't really shown his face. Let's just show his face. Probably you won't be able to see it. He's got like a massive beard. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a beard or not. He looks like some kind of demented psychopath, evil teacher bloke. Right, oh yeah, like, next one is a miniaturized, smaller Bumblebee blind bag figure. You flip it over. Actually, let's just do a McDonald's joke right here. Look, vehicle mode, boom, robot mode. This comes out. Actually, this is blocking the way first. This spins round, that goes in there, and boom, you've got robot mode. Funny thing is, I actually wanted to get a Bumblebee because for some reason Bumblebee is my favourite Transformer. I can't really choose a favourite nowadays, but what really bothers me about this one is because it's just black and there's no Billy on it. I don't watch the film, so that's primarily my fault. And look, we've actually got some of those select converters. And I've completely forgotten their names, and yes, I know that you can see the camera's face, but forget about that. There, and you can remove the lens if you want. It still looks like a horrifying mess. Oh, and yes, this does work as a viewfinder. Woo, woo. Enough of that. Oh, also, these are actually cold because they use actual metal in them. Hooray. And now for the binoculars. And let me just say this right here. This chest plate was enough hard work on its own. Legs, arms, these parts come out. Those parts come out. His head spins around, and look, yeah, you can make him taller or smaller if you want. There we are. You can stretch his leg. Taller, smaller, taller, smaller, taller, smaller, taller. You know what? Nah. I'm actually not entirely sure what this black part on his chest is supposed to be. I'm not sure. Zoom Robo, Japanese anyone? That's a metallic sticker. It was. And I've got the most oldest character I think I own. This is Skull Cruncher, a headmaster, which is ironic because I got this from my old school. A headmaster called Skull Cruncher. That's not a coincidence, right? Hooray! Jokes about the whole flawed school system. Look, how you transform this is pretty simple. Head goes down, and yes, the head does open. The fists are inside his arms. Oh, I don't know. And then the back of his tail separates, and yes, this is an incomplete figure. I'm completely aware. That's supposed to be something that clips onto that hole. I don't have that though. Legs fold out, and this entire thing just spins around, which I only figured out like a few months after I actually researched the figure, which I didn't actually find anything. He's missing his head. You can open his chest though. And now we've got two more actual figures. They're both spring-loaded. I'm not going to bother transforming them. Look, here's Optimus Prime. He's missing a leg. And if you do connect it, and yes, I did check, it just falls off. And I think that's because if you look, part of this is warped. You can see that's turned white. And then the other version we have, I think I got both versions. Here's Bumblebee. He's missing his arms. Look. Oh, yeah, this is the Bumblebee I know. Oh, I rather knew. I'm more know about the Robots in Disguise version. But see, he can do, like, he can break his leg. He can do the splits. That's the same pose. Actually, that actually stands. I didn't expect that to stand. Brilliant. And I've got two completely not satirical ones. Yes. I'm not entirely sure why I brought these two. I do know why I brought the other one, the person with that one. I do have this one because I just randomly picked it up in an ELC when I was like, I don't know, 4? I don't know. Look. Random items reviews for everyone, ashens. Oh god grief, it doesn't want to. I'm not going to bother doing a complicated transformation thing. Let's just transform him. Look everyone, it's Heatwave, the satirical fireman bot. And now we've got this one. I actually noticed something when getting all these guys out. Look, his head comes up with some force, like twang. Actually, it reminds me of one of those figures where it's from a series. I can't remember what it was from, but if you crash it into something, it just comes up. Look, I was gonna use the phone, but I realised see, crash. Wouldn't. I'm gonna do the funny thing which Ashens did. Look, he's looking at you with his big nose. I like how this has a cover to hide all the contorted limbs. Feels like a bit like a demented grizzly tail. Actually feels like something they would actually do for grizzly tails. Now, unfortunately, you'll be sad to hear I don't think there's ever been, or I can't think of a proper postman transformer bloke, so I'm just going to call him Bigfoot. Bigfoot generic pound shop brought bloke. And, well, that's it. Actually, that joke kind of works because they've actually currently got both the postman Pat and the fireman Sam in, I think, in every home bargains I've ever been to. I don't know if that counts the. Oh, he's drunk. I don't know if that ever counts the Burslem one. Definitely counts the festival site and the Wales ones, but I don't know which other ones there. They've got infinite stock of them. And since they're still in infinite stock, I have to give this warning. If you do ever want to buy one of these or both, well, please be aware that the plastic packaging they're in is impossible to open without a knife. Or the magic cutter or the pack buster. It's like a Ghostbuster for packs. Yeah. And also, yeah, I forgot to say this, but also, yeah, his headlight fell off.